I remember being over at a friend Danny's house with, gosh, 5 or 10 other friends. We would sit up in his bedroom, and I remember this is like on a Friday night. I grew up in a pretty rural area, and Danny had this like giant quad, heavy duty stereo that could blast music. And I remember, a bunch of us hanging out in his room on like Friday nights. This is when we were in high school. And I remember listening to like Led Zeppelin's Houses of the Holy when it first came out, and hearing the ocean, and everybody was just sitting on some chairs and some beds, dimly lit room, but it was a communal kind of experience. There might have been some other things being passed around and whatever, but it was a real music was. It wasn't like you were watching 89 channels on the 8,900 channels on the telly, Netflix, Amazon Prime. Listen to this stream, that stream. Everybody in the room was listening to one album from first song to the last song, and everybody listened to every note, every song. We passed the album around and looked at the liner notes and the lyrics, and wow, isn't that which one's your favorite? That tune's really cool. And it was just that focus on the music when I grew up that really, I think, was embedded in everybody's brains and hearts. And I think that's declined over the years too. That's another one of the factors in the dismal music scene, is that music now has become, well, it became manufactured a long time ago with the likes of Madonna and boy groups and all of those things. And if you look at your stars today, if you run through the list, I don't need to tell you who they are. A lot of that music to me is manufactured. It's 10 people writing a song, it's auto-tuned, and the robots that go and see that stuff, that pay for tickets, they have a good time and it's great. And I'm not against that or anything. It's just different. It's hard to explain. And some of that music, I mean, pop music and rock music in general, it's just, what can I say?
What a knob!
There are, well, like I say, a band these days, you can, four guys at college can put together a band in 2 hours in between classes. They can put a song together on Pro Tools and stick it up on YouTube or TikTok or wherever you put things, and get a following, and that's all and well. But there's the other, there's kind of there's no dues being paid, if that's a way to put it. Early bands in the 60s and 50s, they worked real hard. Just take, I mean, the Beatles is a good example. And Yes, and progressive rock bands, they worked real hard to fine tune their craft. Not to say that musicians and bands today don't do that. It's just that there's fewer and far between that are doing that. You can get a 5-year-old kid now with the right gadgets, recording devices, or just a laptop, and he can make a hit song in 5 minutes. Again, I'm not trying to belittle any of the good work that's going on out there. It's just, that's my thoughts.
What a wanker.
And nowadays, everybody's got a recording studio. Everybody's got a phone, which is a recording studio. Everybody's got a band. Everybody plays guitar. Everybody sings. Everybody makes a video. So when you've got 18 gazillion people making music, making songs out of a chord or 20 chords. It's just more difficult for the cream to rise to the top. You've got too many avenues, too many sources, just too much music, too much insanity. You don't have one radio station that everybody listens to where, you know, everybody can come together and listen to one thing at the same time. Everything is fragmented these days. And that to me is a big negative in the Dismal music scene. For sure, there are quality bands and quality songs. They're just the ratio between what's good and what's bad compared to 30 years ago, the ratio is not the same, if you know what I mean.
What a twit!
Please leave me some comments and questions, whatever you have on your mind. Yeah.